Welcome in all my friends, lazy retired granny here at the beach. Today is Wednesday and the date is the 30th of April 2025 and the time is 5:46 a.m. and it's kind of cloudy but not raining here in Lincoln City. I have my hot caffeinated breakfast blend coffee with French vanilla creamer beside me, and obviously I did not bring the wax melt with me. And I have a little bit different setup, so hopefully I'll muddle through this. And I have my new dollar store readers with a hair on it. I bring Ellie hair with me. There we go. Yeah, they work out pretty good. And I brought this crystal canvas with me from Kudel's. I haven't done a whole lot. But I'm working on it. So let me turn on the light here. Got the dollar store readers on, and there we go. This might be a little bit different whipping gap this morning. I'll try to do a few things. It's just that I am not as organized. Let me get to emails. Let me see if I can do that. It took me a while to try to figure out how in the world to connect to their internet, but I got her done. Yeah, I did it. So let's see if there's any email first. A lot of have to habits that came in that did not get on the have to have it Wednesdays, mainly because I did not have everything set up, so I wasn't able to do that. So I'll do that next Wednesday. We'll have a lot of have to habits. Okay, so, but we do have some other emails in here, and I will see if we can take a look at them. I did bring my e-reader. And let me see if it'll, okay, it will connect. All right, so that's good. And we'll look at some gabs, see what you're gabbing about. Alrighty, so with that said, I have the door open because it is hotter than Hades in here. So I did, I took a shower this morning. I needed that shower really bad. I did not get one yesterday morning before we left because yeah, my son was, I guess, anxious to get on the road. He started calling me like at 5 in the morning. And yeah, it's like, no, I am not leaving at 5 in the morning. And But yeah, he was anxious to get over here. Now the casino is just down the road. And last night he said, I want to go to the casino. And I said, well, only take enough money that you're able to lose. And I said, you give me the rest of your money and then you won't be tempted to spend more. So I said, I'm going to drop you off and then I'm going to go to the dollar store because I need to get some dollar store readers. Now, the dollar store is right there by the casino. And I said, how long do you want to spend at the casino? And he said, oh, a couple hours. And I said, okay. So I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll go to the dollar store real quick and then I'll come back and I'll get my computer stuff all set up and all that. And so I ran into the dollar store. The only thing I did, I picked up, you know, the classes, paid for them. Of course, nobody was in there. And I came back. So maybe 20 minutes. I no more get back to our room. And he calls me. And he goes, where are you? And I says, I just got back to, you know, our room. And I says, are you ready to go? And he says, well, how long have I been gone? And I said, about 20 minutes. And he goes, oh, okay, well, I'll stay for another hour. I said, okay. So I did up the dishes and I thought I had, you know, plenty of time to do stuff. Well, it was about 15 minutes and he called me back and he goes, I'm ready to go. And I thought, uh-oh, he's already spent all of his money. You know, he's lost it all. So I said, all right, I'll come pick you up. So I went and picked him up and he wasn't out front. And I said, where are you? And he goes, well, I'm cashing out. Well, if you're cashing out, that means you're a winner, right? And I said, oh, you won? And he goes, yeah. And I guess he was playing slot machines. Now, he went with $200. And he won $300. So he came back with $500. And kiddingly, I said, oh, good. I said, I'll take some of your winnings. So anyway, he finished cashing out, and apparently there was a line. And so it took him a little bit, so I was waiting for him. And so I was people watching out in the car. And it's like, nobody came out with a smile or, you know, nothing. I mean, it was, I don't know, they didn't look real happy. But anyway, so then he came out and I said, wow, winner, winner, chicken dinner for you. And he goes, yeah, he said, I was playing the slots and I hit it. I said, well, that's good. And he handed me $100 bill. So I said, oh, you don't have to do that. I was just kidding. And he goes, no, I'm sharing with you. And so that paid for my purchases that I made yesterday. So that was pretty good. So anyway, then we came back and I was so tired. We did a lot of walking yesterday. And Then he bought some crab and live crab, and they cleaned it, but we still needed to boil it. Well, come to find out, the place that we're staying, they do not allow you to do that because it stinks up the room too much. So I had to get it fixed up so he can do that when he gets home. I mean, at the price, he better. 2 crabs, like $40. Wow. Super expensive. But we went to the first candy store, and they did not have the candy that I was looking for. And yeah, she said they do buy that from a company. They don't make it there. And she said the quality is just not there anymore, and they've had to send, you know, some stuff back. But I did get some taffy. Let me see. Where's my first purchase? I'll show you. I know, it's not very exciting. Let's see, what did I do with it? I don't know what I did with my purchases. Oh, there they are. Actually, my son bought these. This first package, or first one, he bought for me. Now, they didn't have the candy agates that have the jelly filling, which is what I was after. But they did have these candy rocks. Now, this is a half a pound, and that's about $5 for a half a pound. Yeah, it's super expensive. But these are filled with chocolate. Yeah, so I have those to munch on. And then, let's see, this is, let's see, what's the second? And then, we stopped at, oh no, this is from their candy shop, which they make there. It's all fresh. So I just got just a little bit because this was $12, yeah, a pound. And that's about a half a pound. But there's some banana and molasses, some, I think this is strawberry, and, or no, this is strawberry, I think. I can never remember. But, yeah. So then we stopped at Depot Bay. Well, we went to Depot Bay, but there wasn't any parking at the shop there. So we went on to Newport, and then when we came back through Depot Bay, we stopped, and there was a parking space right out front. So they have 2 little candy shops there. And their taffy was $13. And they used to have a lot more flavors, but I don't know, I guess they don't anymore. But Julie, there is some watermelon. One of those in that other bag is watermelon. But, yeah, I just got a little bag. They had a few other flavors that the other one didn't have. So I picked up those. And then I went to the other taffy shop. And they had a few flavors that the other one didn't have, so I just picked up a little bag there. So yeah, I got those. So I haven't. And then when we were there, in between the two candy shops, and these are all little holes in the wall. I mean, you get two people in there and it's a crowd. And in between that is, I think it's called the 101 Burger Shop or something like that. And Doug said, I'm hungry, let's, eat here. And this was probably about 2 o'clock. And he wanted to go to Moe's, but, if we're going to eat at 2, I don't know if I'm going to be hungry by dinner time. So, anyway, they have all different kinds of burgers and fries, and they have the really good fries. Oh my God, I've never been in there before, and it's another little hole in the wall. There's 2 tables that you can sit at, and we were the only ones in there. A lot of people were one person came in and got an order to go, and just as we were going in, some people were leaving, so we had the place to ourselves, which was good, because I don't eat out. So anyway, while I was at the candy shop, he went in and ordered us lunch. Well, he ordered us both these triple-decker hamburgers. And oh my gosh, were they ever good? But I kid you not, my stomach was so full. And then you get fries with it. And I mean, I had to bring my fries home because you just got so much. I couldn't even eat it all. But those fries were so good. And then they have a secret sauce for the fries. And so that was good. And what they do is they have their secret sauce. And then it's like mixing mayonnaise and ketchup together, that color. And then on the top, with ketchup, they put 101 on the top. I thought that was pretty funny. I should have taken a picture of it. Dang it. Why didn't I do that? Didn't even think about it. I was getting tired at this point, let me tell you. So we got done there, and then the fiasco began. So he made, I don't know exactly how he made these reservations because I wasn't involved in any of it, but he thought he was making reservations at Descents, but he wasn't. It was this place where we're staying now. I can't remember the name of it, but oh my gosh, that was about 45 minutes of confusion. So they helped him find out which motel we were supposed to be at, which is north of where we were gonna stay, which is fine. We're closer to town and the casino and all that, so anyway, it's working out perfect. These all except that, we don't get ringside seats on the beach like the other place. But this place is a lot nicer. Yeah, it's fancy pants here. So, he wants to go back to Newport today and go over the bridge, and I said, oh, I just don't know if I want to go back to Newport again. And they have 2 grocery outlet stores here. And they moved them. They're big. So, they also have 2 Goodwill stores. So, I think one's in Newport and one's here in Lincoln City. So, we might venture out there and see what they have, if anything. But I tell you, at that casino, they have a huge motel there. It was jam-packed. I couldn't believe there were so many people. And the parking lot at the casino was pretty full. Yeah, so I guess a lot of people stay there at the casino. I don't know what their rooms are or anything, so that might be something to look into and see how much they charge. But yeah, it was jam-packed. Where here, where we're at, it's pretty quiet. And at the other motels, yeah, it's not a lot of people over here. At least, yeah, so anyway, but Doug's still sleeping, which he needs to sleep. So I'm hoping he sleeps in this morning and gets a good rest. I'm ready to go at it again today, but I'll probably cave in and we'll go to Newport. I mean, this is kind of his thing. So, but I'll see how he is today, and if he's ready to. He was so tired yesterday. I don't know. And boy, does he talk in his sleep. Jibber jabbering all night long. He slept in the bedroom, and I'm out here because I said, I get up early in the morning and I don't want to wake you up. So I'll sleep out in the living room. So that worked out really good. And I said, you need to stretch out on that bed and go get some rest. And I talked to David several times yesterday to see how Ellie Dog was doing. And he said that he took her out to go potty. Well, I guess she thought she heard my car, and so she wanted out. And he said he went over to where she went over to where my car was at, and it was still gone, and sad face. And then she walked over to my place, and of course I wasn't there. And he said that when he let her out, she went over into my yard. You know, that's her area. And that she did, well, he fed her last night, and she ate her chicken and ate a few of her crunchies. So I'll check in with them this morning and see if she ate her kibbles or not. I was afraid she wouldn't eat, because she usually doesn't eat unless I'm there. But he sent me pictures, and yeah, she was laying on the couch. He said she'd lay on the couch and then come over to where he was working at, and he'd give her pets, and she'd lay on the floor by his feet, and she'd get back up, and yeah. But she's got her stuffies and her blankie and all that, so. But I am missing her. And at this motel, she could have come with us. I mean, she probably wouldn't have had a good time. And I really didn't see any place out there to take her potty. And she'd have to go up and down the stairs because we're on the second floor. And there's no elevator. Which she probably wouldn't have gotten into anyway. Yeah, going up and down these stairs is a bear. But it's been really quiet. So, yeah, let's see, what else happened? Yeah, yesterday I was getting ready to get packed up and whatnot, and I knew, okay, I cannot do a whip and gab because he was getting antsy to get on the road for some reason. I don't know why he wanted to get on the road at 5 in the morning. If nothing opens up over here. Yeah, I stopped in at Joann's. That was a bust. They didn't have nothing really. Their store is practically, you know, you go in and your voice echoes. And there wasn't really anybody in there. Pretty dead. And I didn't want to stay in there a long time because Doug didn't want to go in, and he was out in the car waiting for me. I didn't see anything that I couldn't live without anyway, so. Boy, I am really close. I just looked at the screen. Let's see, what else? Anything else exciting? I don't think. Yeah, so he wants to be out and about today, so. He wants to go to Moe's, so I'm probably have to go. He wants to go out for breakfast, so I don't know. We will see. Yeah, I'm really getting out of my comfort zone here. All right, let's look at your email, shall we? I think I've got all the P's now. All right, let me get my computer. There we go. All right, let's see what we got in here. Had to have it, had to have it. Ooh, we got lots of have to have it's in here. Or did I not? Oh, those must have come in after I did that. All right. And I don't know, maybe I showed some of these and didn't. Well, if this is a repeat, I apologize. This is from Kathy G. May calendar completion. DAC, May calendar completed. Hugs to you and pets to Ellie. Oh no, I don't think I showed yours. All right, let's see if I can. Yeah, that's the one direct from DAC. That is really nice. I like that. Boy, my screen is dirty. Probably got sand on it. I'm gonna have some coffee. Okay, Eileen says, I got this diamond painting from Temu. I think I did show this. The drills had a lot of trash and very poor quality. I think I did show these. Maybe I didn't answer the emails or my computer's goofing up. But we'll show them again. Okay, well, I think that turned out good though, even though it may not have been the best. Oh, it says no internet connection. What? Well, I know there's more in here, but for some reason it's not letting me look at them. All right, so we'll have to do this when I get back because it's not working. I don't understand the internet here, and maybe my reader needs to be yeah, we've got, yeah, so bear with me during this time. Because we do have what in the world? Oh boy, I'm gonna have to check into that. All right, so let's go look at your comments and see if we can get a gab session going here. A lot of you commented on my coast trip day 1 that I posted, and I'll answer those. Let's see. Wow, a lot of you commented. All right, so let's go to the whip and gab. This is from Grams. She says, "Hi, Granny. Hope your procedure went well and that you have a great vacation. I've had canvases with that backwards G. I believe they do it that way. It doesn't get confused with the 6 symbol." Ooh. I never thought about that. That's a great idea. Hey, yeah. I noticed also that the symbol Z is backwards. So I would assume that is because they don't want to mix it up with the 2. I'm going to get my keyboard out here. Ooh, look how dusty that is. I can really see it in the camera. Yeah, I never thought about that. My procedure went well. She doesn't want to see me back for 3 years. There is, we're still waiting for the pathologist report to come back. She has to review that and they'll send it to me. But because she said 3 years, she's a professional. But if you can believe it, I have one little thing that she mentioned. Now I can't remember what it is, but and the paperwork's at home. But she didn't sound like that's a big deal. Okay, yeah, and when I came out of, being under, oh my gosh, my stomach hurts so bad. And I remember saying, I'm in pain, that hurts. But then it lasted about 5 minutes probably, I think. But then it went away. But they pump that air or something into you. And they said that's probably what it was. So anyway, I survived. I was a little tired yesterday. On the way home from the hospital, my son bought me, he was there with me because you have to have somebody with you. He stopped at Burger King and got me Burger King. I gobbled it down, and then I went to bed and slept for like 9 hours. Okay, Jules, I am still working on my calendar, LOL. I had to rest due to a vertigo spell yesterday. Prayers for your procedure and safe travels. Hope you will have a nice and relaxing time at the coast. Well, I hope you're doing better. And yeah, keep us posted. Diamond painting with Candace. Hi, Granny. I hope everything went well with your procedure. Well, I have a change of plans. I won't be doing the glow in the dark with you all. I am leaving Thursday to go on vacation. Well, take it with you. I will be flying to visit my family and friends in New York. I will be gone for 3 weeks. I am really excited. I have not finished my Nikki, but will continue when I get back. Have lots of fun with your son. Hugs to you and Ellie. Well, Candace, here's the deal. I'll probably still be doing I glow in the dark in 3 weeks the way I'm going right now. So I'm keeping you on the list because you can always do that when you get back. There is no time frame on this stuff. And your Nikki, we have till June and beyond. I don't even know if I'll finish mine in June, by June, but June 30th. We will see. I got a lot of whips going for me right now. So you just take your time and have a great vacation. New York. Oh, send pictures. Margie, nice short gap. Enjoyed everyone's completions. Great job, all. Hope all went well with your appointment. Yep. And Benji, ooh, it's starting to get cold in here now. I think the tide's going out. Benji, hope you're doing well and your procedure went well. Take it easy for the remainder of the day and no foot races or any other shenanigans today. Hugs, love you. No shenanigans. Oh. Lois over at Diamonds and Things. Hope your procedure went well, Granny, and you are resting comfortably. That is a weird symbol. I am trying to finish a Richard Lorenz Dewey that I started for one of Tita's events a few months ago. I put it aside for the chuck-along. Yeah, I think we all have those that we put aside and then, you know, have to go back. Kathy G, hope all went well with the procedure today. Nice finishes from the villagers. And Jules, aren't those calendars so beautiful? Unfortunately for us in Alberta, Canada, we have no Hobby Lobby stores, only Michael stores, but so limited on the diamond paintings. Thank you for all you do, and we pray that your procedure will go well. Take care and God bless. You know, Hobby Lobby needs to move into Canada. Just Diamond Paints. My monthly gnomes came from One Day Savings in 2023. I've seen them at several different shops over the years. Let me do a refresh. Oh, I guess the Have to Have It Wednesday video went up. Susan D said, nice purchases, everyone. All right, let's see what else we got in here. The rest are on my Coast stuff. Quite a few of you commented on that Babbling Brook. Yeah, and when I finished that video, I was walking back, and there's more back behind there. So it's quite the little stream right there. But, oh, it's so peaceful. I just wanted to sit down and watch, you know, listening to it. And, yeah, it was very peaceful there. That is such a pretty rest area. And it used to be, I don't know if they still do it, but during the summer months, they have a coffee stand and cookie stand where you can buy coffee and cookies or soda. Yeah, but I don't know if they still do that or not. So, yeah, and the weather here yesterday, oh my gosh, the sun was beaten down. And in town, it was pretty warm. And yeah, and then walking around and stuff, oh my gosh. yeah, I was working up a sweat. But the fog came in. It's weird weather here. There's a strip going into Newport that's Fog City all the time. And I mean, you couldn't even see the front of the car. It was so thick. And it's like, oh my gosh, you know, I slowed way down. But it only lasted maybe, I don't know, 15 seconds, thank goodness. And then it's clear as a bell. And then it did start drizzling a little bit, but then it stopped after a few minutes. But it's funny because in town, it can be really warm. But you get down on the beach, oh my gosh, that wind, and it is like 30 degrees colder down on the beach. So, yeah, the tide's going out now. I don't know if my camera will, if it'll work with me here. Let's see if I can get this up, 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 up. I can't go any farther up. Yeah, it's going way out now. When it comes in, it practically comes up to the motels and stuff. Yep, the sun's coming. Well, the sun sets in that direction, so I don't know what it's like out front. But there you have it. Let me get you back down here to my very dusty keyboard. I'll just set this over. I'm limited in my space here. I do like the setup here with the camera and whatnot. I might try to do this at home. I might change things up when I get home since I have everything here and my desk is clear except for my Nikki canvas. So, but I am going to let you go, and I will get more videos today on our travels, see where we go. I have no clue. If we do go back to Newport, which is about 20 miles south of here, I'll show you the Newport Bridge. He wants to go over the bridge and see what's over there. I don't know what he wants to do over there because they do have the a couple aquarium places. One you have to pay to get into. The other one I think is free. So yeah, I'm not sure what he wants to do, so we'll see. I would just as soon sit here all day. Oh. All right, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for stopping by, and as always, count your blessings, be blessed, give blessings, and have a blessed day, and I will jibber jabber with y'all later.